Oh, what happened is we got disconnected. And right now I'm trying to put us back on all the feeds so everyone can see us. Get everybody back that was on that I saw. And we back on what you call it. On LinkedIn. I called it oops. So we're back on LinkedIn. Let's see. I don't know about Facebook. Okay, yeah, we back on Facebook. I just gotta change the privacy. All right, change. Okay, we're back, and I gotta do one more thing. I gotta go to YouTube, and I gotta fix it on YouTube. You see how quick I'm doing this? See, this is the craziest thing. And what people don't understand. Back in the day when we first started, this would have took me forever to do. But now that we have established something, and we call this oops, by the way. So when y'all see, when you see it, it's gonna be the part two to the first 20 minutes that we said the Reverend Rick. Let me send it to. I gotta send it to all my YouTube followers that I have. I had to send it to them as quick as I can, and I am. So all right, see we back. So we back good. So they can see us. Probably got. All right, now. So where we was at? We was on communication, right?
Yes, we were
Okay.
saying if we could all basically clearly communicate and understand, and we basically listen with the two ears we have, and not be ready to respond in a defensive way or just want to get our own point across. If
Mm-hmm.
we listen to understand in the aspect of their point of view, their
Mm-hmm.
perceptive, how they're seeing things, and then understand, ask questions to come to a neutral ground, it will be better in that communication. It frees up all emotional poison, especially if you're being truthful
Right.
and that communication that you're having. So you won't need to make assumptions because it's going to be so clear. You're going to have both wanting to come to the table and see. So if we could communicate that way, there would be probably no violence, if any, and no misunderstandings. It'd be in the moment. But if you can clear it up in that moment, if both are willing, and that takes a thing, because when you have
That's
that
the key.
emotional poison in it, it adds so many different levels. Because you will
Right.
block it out, you will shut down, you would do everything and anything except want to understand. Your only point and your only motivation is to get your point across, and that you're heard. You don't care what the other person is saying, or people, if it's a group conversation or just two individuals
Right.
having a conversation. But if you will just set yourself free to do some of that, your relationships, any type of relationship you have, business, personal, it will flourish. It will change because you're actually having more awareness of these routines that we build for ourselves, some of these habits that we have. But if we start to understand that's important enough, that the information, the idea that we gave ourselves, we're feeding and fertilizing the wrong seed. We
Correct.
need to feed in our mind. So if we deal with it the right way, and like we're saying, those assumptions that we have, we will prevent a lot of these things, and we can improve. Like we said, their routines, their habits that we have, and some we aren't even aware of that we're even doing it. We're doing it unintentionally. Sometimes we're not even doing it that we know that
Yeah.
we're doing in that
Subconscious.
moment.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But the other thing, like we said in the first agreement, how truth is just so important. If you're being truthful with yourself, as you were saying, those expectations that we set. A lot of us, I do for myself too. I set myself very high expectations, and to meet those, yes, I get disappointed at times not meeting some of those expectations. What I have to take back is okay. I'm not going to be so discouraged and discontented with it if I just sit back and like, okay, what did I get from this expectation? It's not so
Exactly.
much lowering your bar as lowering what you actually can do, what you have in that moment. Yes, I have visions. I have the big picture. I have dreams and things that I want, but I gotta settle not for so much also that instant gratification at times is that it's gonna come, but having that patience and that truth
Right.
is in the patience. If you take time to see what did occur, what can I do right now, what seed can I nurture, which one do I need to let just plant and let it bloom on its own at a further time, And further in time, it's gonna bloom. It's gonna take root. But right now, I need to do these steps before I get there. But become
Right.
aware of what I'm doing. Because I said a
Hmm.
lot of times when we do make those assumptions, it comes from where is it coming from? And a lot of times, what's rooted for that is some past traumas that we have, past experiences. So our brain is bringing that forward, saying, "Hey, remember this happened last time? Remember you felt this way." And then a lot of people don't like all the questions. As we said, um, asking the questions, sometimes we ask too many questions and then we start to overthink some of those things that we ask. So just those assumptions will take root. We have to let some of those go
And then
and stop
timing,
so much of the
timing.
trauma.
Yeah, and that's what communication come in because timing is key too. Because it's a
Yes.
time, like say, if you ask too many questions at the wrong time, it's not gonna be good. It's got to be a timing for questions. It's got to be timing for all this stuff. And the thing about it, we what you said about the expectation. I'm glad you said that because it's the saying, shoot for the moon. If you reach the stars, that's great. The thing about
Hmm.
it, that's sometimes we got to take out, even though we didn't meet our lofty expectations, we got to have gratitude for where we are. Because I guarantee you, even though you didn't meet the lofty expectations that you set out for, you're definitely not where you were when you first made the lofty expectation. So you have made some progress. And we do have to take time out to look at the progress we have made and enjoy it and have gratitude about the progress we have made. The thing about it is we cannot be always go, 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 go because we will miss the moments of accomplishing something that you need to accomplish. Like my goals are lofty. What I see and I expect and I know what I know one thing is I know God has showed me this what I'm telling you, they are so lofty, and like it's if I would share, it, y'all would think, oh, he's crazy, and that's why I don't share it because I don't need that negative energy, as they say. So, but one thing I can say, one thing I did want to do, I knew I would be a world-renowned speaker. I knew that. I know I am. That's given. However, I did not know that I would have to go the path that I went and that I am going. You couldn't have told me that, hey, you're gonna go back to school and get your degree and your master's. I would have laughed at you. Like, I'm not wasting my time with that foolishness. I know what I know. But I'm actually in school. Matter of fact, in 2 weeks, I'll have the bachelor's degree. Dog, I
And
think
it's
I would have.
helping. That information that you didn't think you was what you're doing, it's helping you. And that's like we said, the levels, our expectations, what we think and we assume we're not going to be doing that. But look at what's coming, to fruition. Things
And
that
what
we
come
didn't
out
put
of
in
it.
our goals. Right. What we didn't put to set ourselves to do, what wasn't in our 10-year, 5-year goals that we set for ourselves. Look at things that are coming in. And if we stay the expectation to be here, we are. I expect to be here in our timeline, in my timeline.
Right.
But you're not there because other things occurred. But look what did occur, what
Exactly.
actually is helping you. And it's when you said the being on the go, go, go part of it, which I find when we come to the part where we start thinking people are mind readers, we expect, again, another word, we expect them to know what we're thinking. And the part is maybe they do know, but in that moment they're not thinking about it because as you said, we're always on the go. We have all these things in our minds, things we want to do, and we're not stopping enough to think about it. But also you might need reminded, hey, remember XYZ, that part. But when we constantly are on the go, give that person that grace that they have so much on their mind going on. And like you said, time is the key. Time
Hmm.
is of the essence. Also, what do they have going on at that point in time in their life, or even just that point in the day where you expect them and you say, to do this, to do that. They may know to do that. We're assuming they're going to know in that moment, but they're thinking of other things. So that's where that assumption we have to give that grace from too. Just a reminder. Yeah, I know but then on the other side of the conversation is, I usually do know that. But in this moment,